everyone, and welcome back to my channel. As you saw from the title, this is episode 5 of Heartland, Glory Days. As Tim and Jack relive their glory days, Amy wonders if Ty is revisiting his past when he and Kit are thrown together to deal with her pregnant mare. Huh. Well, I read that wrong in the last episode. I talked a little bit about a description, and I said pregnancy scare, meaning that he had slept with Kit. Still could have. I think we did kind of see them in bed together. But it was actually pregnant mare. So, Amy's going to wonder that, but as Ty has told her, he loves Amy. He told her that at the end of season 2. So, I think it's going to be all completely innocent. I think Kit might try something, and I think Ty is going to turn her down. That's the hope, at least. Let's get started. Oh, that's too funny. Tim can be an ass. I think he likes to show off. I know he did do rodeo and stuff, but yeah, it just seems like he likes to show off. And if people don't do things his way, he gets pissed off about that, which is no way to run a business, Like, I like that he's helping Caleb, and like I said, I like with Caleb that he's persistent, He fell off, 5 or 6 times each time he got back on. That's good, Some people would have been like, no, fuck this, I'm done. And he's just been like, nope, I'm going to continue to do it. He wants to get it right. Sorry, Alice. Sorry. Look at my baby. Look at my baby. He wants to get it right, and that's important. So, and that's the thing, I mean, if you want to be good at something, you keep doing this, you keep doing it over and over. Maybe making slight changes, slight adjustments to things until you finally master the skill. You don't just learn a skill overnight. It takes time, and that's what Caleb is learning. And Amy of course is a bit nervous about Ty, and I'm thinking he loves you, so it's going to be okay. You're not going to have to worry about it at all. So but I knew we were going to see Kit again, and she might continue to appear every so often throughout the rest of the seasons. We'll find out.
So?
That's not good.
How's your grandpa making out with my cattle?
Well, he seems pretty happy. Actually, I think he likes being back in the saddle again.
Back in the saddle again.
Well, that's sort of what I wanted to talk to you girls about. This might sound crazy, but honey, I'm older. I'm wiser. Me getting back into the
You're
rodeo
also not
like
gonna
Jack
bounce.
getting back into cowboy.
Yeah, except the last time you tried to wrestle a steer, you almost killed yourself.
That breaks my heart about the foal. But it also makes me wonder then if the foal's dead, how are they going to get it out? I hope they don't have to kill the mother. They should still be able to get it out, I would think. But that would be, and you can tell that Scott obviously is hurt by that. Because that's the thing with being a vet is, they obviously care. They try to save all the animals. My SO once said something that made a lot of sense. He talked about veterinarians are actually better doctors than human doctors because their patients can't tell them what's wrong. They have to know. You go to a doctor, you say, oh, I have a pain here. You're telling them what's wrong. They're able to diagnose. But a veterinarian, you have a dog or a horse or a cat or something come in, and you might say, well, my cat has a problem, and then they go ahead and they examine the animal, and they might discover something else. They have to know, and I think he's right about that. It's like, yeah, they have to know. And obviously they take their jobs seriously, and you can tell with Scott that he's upset about this because he would do anything he could, of course, to save the foal. So It's making me tear up a little bit, you know. Let's keep going. Oh, so there's the baby, or the
Yeah, over at the
mare.
Yeah, one of their goals is to
I don't get it, Ty. What's Scott doing? How's my mare?
Your mare's okay. Scott wants to keep the stillborn foal in the stall with her. He tried to...
Saw a story a couple of years ago about a mare that lost her baby in a orphan foal.
Mom.
I had to listen twice to make sure it was you, though.
Well, it's no big deal. I just want to...
Letting the foal.
It's your kid told me. She said you got accepted to 2 universities. You told her, but you didn't tell me.
Yeah. Be a bit pissed about that too.
It's easy to tell her. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't change anything. But telling you that I'm moving away, that we won't be working together, that I won't get to see you every morning, that we can't be together,
You can be together, you just...
that's not so easy. And I guess I still don't really know how to tell you because I'm doing a lousy job of it.
No, you're not.
Just got her promise ring on.
You're doing just fine. Hey. We're gonna make it work, okay? No matter what happens, we'll get through it.
I don't think Kit ever found out about the probation. The glory days was funny, both Jack and Tim trying, of course, to relive their moments. I think with Tim, I think he was kind of trying to shove Caleb off because he saw that Caleb had improved and was actually better than him. And he didn't want that as competition. Tim is like that. He's that type of person, from what I can tell. Tim can be an ass. I mean, obviously he cares about his daughters very much. And he does seem like he's trying to right some of his mistakes. But the bottom line is Tim is an ass. And it's going to be interesting to see going forward how it's going to work with the cows. I mean, where are they going to put them? They have stables for the horses, but they have to have a place for the cows. So it's kind of like Heartland is adding more and more because you got the equine retreat. Now, of course, with 600 acres, you can do a lot. You can have Amy working on the horses, you can have the equine retreat, you can have the cows, and Lou was thinking of something else, like the whole thing with the jam, and I'm thinking, you know, yeah, I could maybe see something like that, like out in the equine area. Maybe there being a little gift shop that could be run by someone, hire someone obviously to run the gift shop, and have some stuff there, like some Heartland merchandise, like some t-shirts or jam or whatever. I could see that. That'd be actually pretty cool. Because there would probably be some people who, especially when they love the trip and everything, who would be more than happy to buy the merchandise. So I could see her doing something like that. Having a partnership with jam, maybe even starting their own jam line that could go all throughout Hudson and maybe all throughout Canada, you know, Heartland Farms, jams and jellies. Another business venture, you never know. There was something that I thought of earlier that I made a note to myself to remember for the end, and of course now I don't remember it. So obviously it wasn't that important. I hope you enjoyed Alice joining us. I like it when I get a couple of my cats in the videos. I'm kind of sad when they don't, but you know, obviously animals do their own things, as we saw. I am glad that the mayor accepted the foal. I was like, yeah, that little boy, that little thing, he's starving. He's going to be eating for quite a while, poor little thing. You know, animals don't understand. And like I was saying earlier, there was a story I shared a few years ago about a female, you know, a mare who lost her foal, and an orphan foal, and they put them together, and it was kind of like love at first sight. And you could just tell that she just ended up loving that foal. And I was like, see? Animals love. Animals are better than humans. I mean, come on. You know, we play games, we do all this shit, and animals are just trying to survive. They're way better than humans. So that's episode 5 of season 3 of Heartland. Please hit the like button and subscribe for more content. Hit the notification bell to be alerted of future episodes. Please feel free to check me out on Instagram at LazyCatReactions or at TikTok of the same name. A special shout out to my editor, Captain Factory. Thank you so much for all of your hard work. The videos you are seeing are, of course, her magnificent work. If you need her for your editing needs, I have the link in the description. Be sure to check her out and talk to her and maybe get a quote and everything. That would be great. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.